Hi, can I do a grande pumpkin cream cold brew?
We do not have any cold brew today.
Oh man. It's pumpkin season. I don't know if you heard, but they're out of cold brew. So I just got like an iced coffee with the pumpkin cream cold foam. It's fine. Still so good. Hello, it's Morgan. If you don't have car straws, keeping straws in my car is one of my best ideas thus far. This is literally my favorite drink that Starbucks has. Like, top one. So good. Anyways, you know what this video is about. You read the title. Kind of a little life update. Kind of a little bit of a wisdom sharing. What I've learned. Things I've done. I quit my 9-to-5 job a year ago. And I wanted to do an update video. 1 year later, what it's been like. How I've been since quitting my job. Like, how things are. Like, it's a crazy thing, isn't it? So I just wanted to do like a 1 year update. Here it is. I graduated with my bachelor's degree in spring of 2020. That fall, I got a job. I worked at a beauty school for about a year. I quit in August of 2021, which it's now September of 2022. So it's been just over a year. And it is one of the best decisions I've ever made. I made an entire video about quitting. So if you wanna watch that one to get context, I will link it. Coming right out of college, I really did need to get a job. I intended on doing so. I financially needed one. I just, you know, every reason why one would get a job, I needed a job, right? It served me as much as I needed it to. It allowed me to pay off a new car, which is something I needed. I learned a lot from it. However, the short time that I was there, I felt it taught me everything that it could possibly teach me. There was no kind of up from where I was. I was doing well at it, but I was just getting so burnt out. It wasn't serving me anymore, and I wasn't happy going to work every day. And I was in a place where I decided to quit, and I did, and I'm so happy about it. I am very fortunate that I was able to make that decision. I very much acknowledge that not everyone can just like go and quit their job, but I did quit without another job lined up. Yes, I was making some money from social media, but not much, and definitely not a full income's worth. I took a chance. I had no regrets about it in the time being, and a year later, I will say I still have no regrets about it. I am truly day to day doing what I love to do, and I am so blessed, so fortunate, so happy, so lucky that I get to say that. And I have me and you to thank for that. So, what I've been up to, what this past year has been filled with for me. Well, when I made that video, I said I was gonna go all in on my social media. That's what I wanted to do. I was gonna commit myself to it. I was gonna take every inch of me and just immerse myself in it. And I truly believe I did that. Sometimes you look back on things and you're like, okay, but I could have done better. But no, like, that's not always the case. A lot of times when you look back on a perspective, you think that it may have been easier in the past when it really wasn't. I hope this makes sense. A good comparison I can give you is like when you're in high school, you take a test, you get like a B on it, and you look back and you're like, oh my gosh, that was so easy, I should have gotten an A. Like, not really. Like, it was difficult for you, and maybe that's why you didn't do better than you thought. Don't look back on it and degrade the challenges you went through. I hope that makes sense. So, I started a whole new Instagram account. I worked on growing that. To be honest, kind of gave up on specifically trying to grow my Instagram. I am never someone to blame the algorithm, but I really am kind of fed up with Instagram's algorithm. I always think, okay, if I'm not growing, if I'm not getting what I want, like, I need to be putting more in. I need to be changing what I'm doing. Like, I'm always thinking about what can I improve. But these days, I'm honestly just kind of sick of Instagram. And I do think a lot of people have that mindset. I don't think it's just me. But it was fun to start a whole new account. I still post on there. I'm not like just letting go of Instagram. No, I'm still working on growing it. I'm just not as dedicated to Instagram as other platforms is what I'm getting at. Also, video is where it's at. I truly love video the most. Those are just kind of my thoughts. But I started a whole new Instagram and it's been great, and I'm gonna keep going with it and hopefully keep growing it. It's just not my main focus. Next, YouTube. I have been working so hard at YouTube. I've been trying to deliver what my audience wants to see. I've been trying to take every comment into consideration. I've been just really trying to grow it, and I have grown a lot in the past year, which is amazing. When I posted my video about quitting my job, I had around 6,000 subscribers, which subscriber number does not mean everything. Keep that in mind. But today, the day I'm filming this video, I am at 23,511 subscribers, and that is insane to me. That is amazing. I'm so thankful for it and hope that I can only grow my community. I truly love YouTube. I do love long form content. Short form is great to watch, great entertainment, but I really just love long form, and I'm so happy to create on YouTube. That is ultimately my main focus, my main job, if you want to call it that, and where I feel most connected to the people that I create for, that I'm friends with, that I bond with, that I connect with, all of that. And YouTube was always my original love, so I'm happy that I keep going with it. And I'm a YouTube girly. I just love YouTube. What can I say? YouTuber. TikTok. I try to get into TikTok. I'm still figuring it out. I've been figuring it out for like a year and I still haven't figured it out. TikTok is new, right? TikTok's kind of taking over, and as much as I love YouTube, I really do need to diversify my platforms, and I've been working on that, but TikTok is kind of second in nature to me. In my personal rankings, it would go YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I've kind of tried to get into Pinterest. I haven't really stayed consistent with it. I do think Pinterest is growing. I think Pinterest is on the rise, and I need to kind of, you know, get on that. It's part of my job. You know, I need to be up with the times. So basically, the past year, I've been working on all those platforms, and those are kind of my opinions about all of them and where I stand today. Overall, I get to do social media every day and connect with like amazing people and brands, etc. And that is something I truly will never take for granted. Of course, there are pros and cons, like there are with everything. For example, things I love. I love the filming. I love exploring new things, new brands, new products, connecting with new people. Some days I love the editing, some days I don't, but some days I do. Some styles of videos I love to sit down and edit. I love that I have my own schedule. As great as it is, there are cons as well. For example, like I never stop working. Of course, work is fun for me. I love it, but I am not very good about work-life balance. I'm not. It's something I have to work on. Another thing I'm always stressed about, you know, is this good enough? Worried about how something's gonna do. There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of emotions. I totally have imposter syndrome. A lot of times you can't escape comparison. It's like such a mental game, and you do have high highs, of course, but you do have low lows with it as well. Sometimes if you're going through a lull or a whatever, you have like regrets and you're like, oh, I'm not doing enough. You're never doing enough. That's the other thing, is like your to-do list. I know other people struggle with this. It's not just social media, but it's like you're never doing enough. More and more and more gets tacked on, and sometimes you just don't feel like you're complete almost. And I struggle with organization. I really do. I am such a like neat freak at home, and like everything has to be perfect. I'm such a perfectionist, but I do struggle with how I want to organize myself day to day and prioritizing what needs to come first and second. And it is difficult. It really is. I don't have a boss that's like, okay, you need to do this, and then tomorrow you need to do this, but then you need to get this done and this. No, I need to figure that all out. And a year has gone by since I've been doing this full time, and I still struggle. I have weeks where I'm doing great on my A game, and then I have times where I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. No idea. And this industry is so new where things change so often and you have to be up to date, and that's a whole nother area. Overall though, the industry is amazing. I do think that it's something I'm meant to be in. I really think I am great for this. Like, I don't know, I think I have good things to share, and I'm so happy with a lot of the great feedback I get on a daily basis. And I want to keep doing this and only go up from here. I've grown a great amount mentally, physically, online, offline, whatever this past year, and I only want to keep getting better. But of course, some days I do have the mindset where I'm like, okay, can I actually do this? Like, can I do this? Or do I need to like throw everything away and like go work somewhere? And I don't know. I don't want to get there because that's not actually what I want to do. But some days it's hard. Some days I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing. But I know that happens with a lot of people in a lot of different industries. Next, my personal health. Oh my goodness. Mentally, physically, we are at a whole different place compared to last year. I will tell you that. Number one, mentally, I don't even know. I feel like I have had so much mental growth this past year, but I don't even really know in what way. Like, in so many different ways. I just feel like this past year, because I'm surrounded by what I love, I'm just in such a better place. Mindset is everything, and I will say that forever. And I really just think that I do have a better overall mindset today than a year ago, 2 years ago, that time period of my life. You know, they do say that you are like your environment and you are the people you spend the most time with. And I'm happy that I was able to change my environment and improve who I am and how I reflect on that. And into my physical health, oh my goodness, I have struggled with body image, body dysmorphia, eating, like just so many overall body and whatnot physical health issues. And this past year, because I was able to focus more on myself myself and doing what I love and growing what I love, I changed so many lifestyle habits. I've done so much for the better, and I've just worked on doing what makes me feel good, doing what makes me happy, and I have changed my body. Yes, my mindset is better, and that is heavily reflected. Your mental health and physical health are so connected, but I've like lost weight. Not that losing weight is everything, of course, but I exercise because I want to feel good. Like, there's just so many differences that I have made. I have a way different take on things, and I posted several different videos along these areas and whatnot. You can check them all out if you want to like hear more about what I'm saying. But seriously, I seriously feel like I'm a different person in the best way possible. I'm still me, like I always will have this personality, but I'm so much happier. Mentally, physically, mental and physical health truly turned around once I made the changes that I wanted, that I could, that benefited me, and I just live my day-to-day healthier and happier. Along with that too, I feel like I've improved a lot of relationships in my life. I used to work all day and then like grind social media, like have 1,017 things on my plate, and then I would feel bad hanging out with friends because I was always thinking like I could be working, I could be getting something done, I could be filming, I could be editing, I could be doing this, and this. I would never be present in my times that I would be seeing friends and family and things like that. And now I'm able to put more into relationships and be more present and just have more time to not only, like I said, put into myself, but just put into other people. And relationships are all two-sided. If you want a good one, you have to be there. You can't just expect other people to be there and you be like on another planet. Like, you have to be fully committed as well. And I don't even know how much like the people in my life realize this, but I truly feel like I am such a better second half to all of the relationships I'm in. Like I said, family, friends, all of that. Another thing that people may want to know, which is more like juicy, financials. Obviously, I was getting paid on a very stable, frequent basis when I worked my job. I actually got paid weekly. And right now, my pay varies so much, not only month to month, but season to season. Like, it just varies. And it's great to have so many streams of income because I'll get like a random email that's like, oh, you have a payment today. And I'm like, wow, like I didn't know that was coming. You know, like that's a great surprise, but it still is scary. I am making more money through social media than I was a year ago, of course, but I'm definitely not where I want to be, and I need to grow more in order to make more because there's a lot of things that I want to do in my future that I physically couldn't do right now. For example, I want to move. Second example, I want to get a dog. I'm so ready for a dog. I think about a dog every single day. Those are two big things that I want to do in my life, but they are two very expensive things that I don't think I'm fully ready to commit to. So financially, I do have work to do, but of course, I'm doing better than when I was a year ago. Also, keep in mind, I feel like people always automatically think like, oh, if you have this amount of followers, you make this much money. That is not how it works. Of course, it varies platform to platform, but it also depends on like how engaged your community is, what brands you work with, and how much they'll pay you for what. There's just so many different things. But you know, I do make money through the ads that are run on my videos, through brand sponsorships, through different affiliate links that I have. There are so many different streams that I love and really help me out because it's nice to not just count on one thing. I have some work to do because I have big dreams and I'm so motivated to get there. Moving on to kind of like tips. If you are in a situation where you want to make a change in your life, whether it's like me, quitting your job and taking a leap, or literally anything at all, like changing jobs or starting a new business, starting a new hobby, changing your lifestyle, like whatever that means for you, I really encourage you, if you have the means to do it, to do it. Again, I understand not everyone has the means to do it, but if there's any way that you do, I just want you to take this as a sign and go for it. There is no time like the present. If you don't do it now, are you ever gonna do it? I'm talking directly to you if this is something you need to hear. One thing I said in my previous video, which I actually rewatched it today to kind of like, you know, get me in the little mood, remember what was going on a year ago, it was that I am too young and at too good of a place in my life to be wasting time doing something that doesn't make me happy. I'm at way too good of an age to sit around doing something I don't enjoy. And if you align with that, you don't even have to be too young for it. If you're just wasting time in your life doing something that doesn't serve you, get out of it. And again, I know that is a privileged thing to say. I know not everyone can just get out of it, but I encourage you to change whatever you can in your life to get you to where you want to be. Whether that's health decisions, business related, hobby related, relationship wise. Cut the bad and grow the good in your life. I am really truly hoping the best for you. I'm always rooting for you. Like, Truly. I do feel like I know some of you, and I love that. I want the best for both of us, and I truly feel like this last year has like transformed me, and I only want this next year. I know it's not like the new year, but this is kind of like a significant time in my life. I also love the beginning of fall, kind of transition time. So great. So much like fresh energy and like growth. I also want this coming year to be such another transformative year in my life. I'm hoping if I make this video in a year that I'll have my own place and I'll have a dog and I'll just be doing even more of what makes me happy. If you're watching this video, if you watch to this point and you actually care about what I have to say, first of all, I love you. Like, that means so much to me. I'm literally just a stranger talking. I mean, I hope you feel like we have more than that, because I do feel connected to you, like I said. But if you think about it, like, I'm a stranger talking on the internet. Like, I really appreciate you. That is amazing and so kind, and I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you so much. I love you. I appreciate you. Comment any videos you want to see from me. I'm wishing you the best this season, this next year, this next chapter, this next time period of your life and my life, and I hope we continue to grow together. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you have not, and I hope to see you in my next video.